ISA Sudoku. This course is again, we are doing under the International Sudoku Association. This is the global body of Sudoku organization. Global body. And working lot of things, including recognition of Sudoku therapy at the government level and R&D center. So many of you already member of this ISA organization. But I request those people who have joined you and those who are not the members of this organization, please become member of ISA and support the organization, which will help not only in getting recognition of the system, but at the same time supporting funding to the R&D activities of the organization. And again, when you become member, you also get some direct benefit also, 10% discount on material and books and everything. And later on, you will also start receiving this e-magazine as a membership. You will also receive your card, like a credit card, very special, and in which you can, by your mobile apps, you can check that you are a member of, valid member of ISA, directly linking to the ISA website. So a lot of benefits are there. So please become member who are not member. So this course is also organized by International Sudoku Association. I forgot to tell you that this course is certified by ISA. That means after completion, successful completion of the course, you receive the certificate issued by the ISA. So what is the successful completion? That means last day you have exam. Last day you have test. Like after first level you have test. So after only passing the test, I send this report to the ISA that those student participant and those have passed. After that, certificate are issued by them by name, printed by name. No need to be write by me or anybody. So certificates are coming there. So after, it is necessary for you to pass the exam if you really want to take the certificate of the course. But it is not difficult. I am sure. Level 1, I always think many people fail in the level 1. But second level, rarely people fail. Rarely. 1 out of 1,000. That because so simple in treatment. I told you before pre-lunch session, we will finish treatment part. Treatment you will learn today. Today before lunch even. But rest of the classes, what about diagnosis? Diagnosis. This level of course is the most simple course in the board of Sudoku. The simplest, easiest. But again, after some time you feel that was talking easiest and not what is happening here. Why it is happening like that? Because large amount of information in short period of time. In 4 days, I have to explain many things about diagnosis. Lot of things. So this information flow looks very huge. So from that point of view, it is difficult. But otherwise, treatment part quite simple. And I am sure everybody will learn. Everybody. No exception even. So this course is organized by under ISA and ISA certificate, Sudoku level 2, and I am Ashok Kumar Kothari. Yes, sorry, very good. I forgot also in the first level 2 also explain. SJT is the prefix for Sudoku therapist. Like people put doctor. So because legally we are not allowed to call ourselves doctor. Neither allowed nor we intend to do. Because we want to keep our separate identity from others. Our system is so complete and perfect. We don't need to call. So SJT means Sudoku therapist. So this is what right now we are using. In 2013, in the first class I showed you the clips of the first World Congress held in the Cyprus. There it was a resolution was passed that we will adopt this prefix for our practitioner, SJT, Sudoku therapist. And we know the great legend and inventor of Sudoku therapy, our master Professor Prabhu, not only Sudoku therapy but only medicine systems and cryogen theory invented by him. Energy system. This is the one quote by Professor Prabhu. Energy system providing the perfect functioning of all the other body systems due to the constant circulation of energy is undoubtedly the most important system. I already explained. It is important than the physical system because physical system is also working because of this energy system. So very important. This all study material is already available with you in printed form. But something I remind you, when I start to explain about diagnosis and all those parts, you have to take the notes. Because this is only, this information about the study material is very limited. And unfortunately there is no other book available on energy flow therapy right now. Because two books which were available, they both are out of print for further modification and changes, clarification. So therefore, it will take time to the books to come. So it is compulsory for you to take proper notes, especially about the diagnosis. I want to tell you the value of the notes. I still refer my notes of 1994 when I attended first time the class. And when I referring one day, it is not like others. Sometimes I feel like checking my notes again. And once when I checking, after this almost 27 years, no, 21 years. After 21 years, I am getting a new idea from my notes. Oh, I missed this component during all these 20 years. So take the notes proper. And again, I in the first class also told you, these notes are accumulation of my experience, learning from my mistakes. So you are in a better position to learn from my mistakes, learn my experience. I am practicing Sujoku for the last 20 years. And this, based on this, I created my way of teaching also. So this is, I am all putting this information, whatever I have learned till yesterday, I want to share to my students. Nothing to hide. So try to take the proper notes and it will be very useful for your end. And again you have to go through this study material also. Study material is two parts. One is photostat given to you, another is notebook. Notebook is not only the notebook, it is also study material. See the first few pages and the last few pages. They are information about the system also. The meridians and the other system and the last few pages also. In the starting and the last. These also you have to go through. Information about the chakras, last pages. Starting pages and the last pages. Second level. This is first level. So you have to study all these notes clearly. So again, hands and feet as the miniature models of the human body boast the reflection of the whole energy system of the human body. See, hands and feet, in the first level what we try to understand, hands and feet are similar to the human body. Because they are similar, they are having the projection of the entire human body. So therefore, what we are learning here actually, again we are learning correspondence system. But correspondence system of the energy system. What we are learning? Correspondence. Earlier we search here the heart, kidneys, liver and like this. That means correspondence of the physical system. Actually what we are learning now, again correspondence system. That means we have meridians, we have chakras, we have all other energy system to see the projection of the energy system in the body, to see its projection in the head. So actually it is also in a sense correspondence system, but correspondence system of metaphysical system, correspondence system of the energy system. Therefore, this is nothing but the body boss of the reflection of the whole energy system of the human body in the hands and feet. That means we are getting the projection of human body's energy system in hand and feet. Sujoku system, already it has been explained in level 1 that Sujoku we divide into two parts. Physical system pertaining to palpable human body, which is called correspondence system. Second system, it is called metaphysical system, and metaphysical system is pertaining to invisible energy system of the human body, like meridians, chakras, emotions, thoughts, mental activities, etc. And it is called energy flow therapy, oblique 6 key and other methods. Energy flow therapy, 6 key and other methods. This is the full picture of the energy system. Full. Because I told you energy system is quite ramified and quite complex. Energy system is quite ramified and quite complex. So how to present this? So this has been our energy system of the entire human body. Energy system of entire human body has been represented here. It is called integrated energy system of human body. It is called integrated energy system of human body, and it has been broadly classified in two major parts, two major components. One we call it central energy system. What it is called? Central energy system. What does it mean? Central nervous system means located on the trunk and head part. This mostly on the trunk. Where it is located? Mostly on the trunk. Some chakra like in the head is also there. But central nervous system is mostly located on the central part of the body, which is our trunk. So this energy system is running over there in this area. So therefore it is called central energy system. Central energy system is also called diamond energy system. Another name of central energy system is what? Diamond energy system. So where you say diamond energy system or central energy system, it is the same. Another energy system is called peripheral energy system. What it is called? Peripheral energy system. Because this energy system is mostly working on peripheral part of the body, like arms, leg, head. These are the peripheral part of the body. So this energy system is working mostly on peripheral part of the body, peripheries, which is arms and legs. So therefore it is called peripheral energy system. Peripheral energy system is also known as meridian system. What is the name of peripheral energy system? This is the meridian system actually. This is also known as meridian system. You can write down in your notes nearby because it is not written here. This is meridian system and central energy system is called diamond energy system. So these two energy systems are the major energy system. Now central energy system is composed of 4 meridians. What is 4 meridians? See, in this field of energy system, Professor Pavlov has provided great discoveries. Great. See, in China we know only about 12 meridians. In India we have only knowledge about the 7 chakras. But apart from others, these 4 meridians developed by Professor Pavlov. Though we in India also have such a concept, we have Sushumna and Ida and Pingala nadis. Can you see these nadis? No. Actually they are 4 meridians. But it is not only Sushumna and Ida, something more. So 4 meridian system was developed by Professor Pavlov. 4 meridian means what? This energy system which is working inside the body, core, which is working on the core of the body. It is called 4 meridians. 4 meridians. So 4 meridians. Then border meridians. Then this trunk have its border. This border, front border, back border, side borders. So there is energy system working on the borders. That means front line, back line and this yin area. There is another energy system working here. So it is called border energy system. Border meridian. It is called border meridians. So apart from border, meridians are like lines. Meridians are like lines. But apart from core meridian and border meridian, on the trunk we have another energy system which is called external chakras. What it is called? External chakras. We have 2 components of chakras. One is internal chakras, one outer opening of the chakras. Outer opening of chakras is called external chakras. External chakras. So external chakras is also part of the central energy system or diamond energy system. So this is 2. Now there is another energy system which is called peripheral energy system. What comes in the peripheral energy system? First, yang meridians. Yang meridians. In the body we have 2 types of main meridians, yang and yin. And one more category, it is called extra meridians. So we have 3 types of meridians. So peripheral energy system is composed of first yang meridians. Yang is the classical name. But in Sujok we are using only word aha. Aha meridians. AH. And I will explain the logic. Not only explain the logic, only treatment by mantra therapy. Mantra therapy. Creating a mantra for the treatment. Just using these words. I will explain this theory also in the class. So therefore our Sujok name of this meridians, yang meridians, we do not. See, yin and yang in Sujok, now we are using to explain about the surfaces of the body. Like yin surface, yang surface. I explained in the level 1, which is yin surface, yang surface. So yin and yang vocabulary. Now we use Sujok only for the explanation about the surface of the body, not internal organ or meridian or energy system, because we have our own vocabulary for that. But in the beginning, because aha and gum will look you like new terms, so I will use them simultaneously. Sometime yin, sometime yang, and after 2 days I will shift to the only and A. By that time you will be able to understand what is Aha. But clearly understand Aha means Yang. And you know Yang is in our energy philosophy, in our energy system. Yang is what? Yang is what? Hetero. Yang is what? Hetero. And another is yin meridians. Another is yin meridians. And for yin, our word is We call it meridians. Meridians. Our name is meridians. And what is yin for us? Homo. Homo means yin. So this is called meridians. So Aha meridians, meridians. And finally there is one more meridian which is called extra meridians. So extra meridian we call them meridians. Or sometimes now another vocabulary is also used EH. So it is otherwise meridians. Meridians. So this is total integrated energy system. So one most important component of energy system is that this central energy system as well as peripheral energy system, they both work under the internal chakras. They both are under the control of what? Internal chakras. So therefore, in the hierarchy of the energy system, internal chakra occupy the highest position. That means all other energy system, they are working under the influence of under the control of the internal chakras. So therefore, in the system of energy, chakra are occupying the supreme position. Because all other energy systems are working under the chakra system. So therefore, Professor Panjo used to say, I am an Indian ambassador, undeclared. Because every country, I am talking about chakras, your knowledge system. And I am also telling that it is supreme. All energy systems are working under chakras. So this is internal chakras. So in this class, we are learning peripheral energy system. What we are learning? Peripheral energy system. And also about external chakras. Only all peripheral energy system we are learning, and apart from peripheral energy system, we will also learn external chakras. How to use external chakras, not about the internal chakras, because internal chakra is a very, very detailed and advanced course, which starts from next level of course, next and forward, next and further courses. So this is how we are using this system. This is the overview of the energy system of the body. This is the overview of the energy system of the human body. What is metaphysical treatment? Metaphysical treatment, again, I already explained during my opening comment. And this is already available with you, this material. Metaphysical means
you cannot see.
Yes, related to invisible part, related to our invisible component, invisible being. That means emotions. What is main about the energy? Metaphysical. Main is one is collectively called energy system. One is collectively called energy system, which is chakra, meridian, diamond, everything. What other? Other is emotions. Emotion is also metaphysical. Can you see any area of the emotion in the body? No. And emotion is powerful or not? They are influencing the body or not? Definitely influencing. So emotion. Then thoughts. Mind, mental activities. Mental activities also, it is part of the metaphysical. The concept of yin and yang we will discuss later, not now. Meridian system. Now first we are discussing about the meridian system. There are total 14 meridians in the body. Main. How many meridians? 14. But out of this, 12 meridians are paired and 2 meridians are unpaired. So first we are discussing about the 12 pair meridians. What is there? 12 pair meridians. So the names of these 12 meridians. See, all these 12 meridians have their Chinese name also. But Chinese name looks very complicated to us. And also we cannot make any sense. What is the role of this meridian in our body? So therefore, these are the Western names of the meridians. What is the name? Western. Because when this knowledge was migrated to the west, they have created their own way of understanding these meridians. So they put some meridians, western names, and western names are very, very useful for us. Very useful, because by even the name of the meridian, we get to know what important role this meridian is having in this body. For example, lung meridian. Name is, by itself we can understand lung meridian is providing energy to the lung. So this by name alone we can understand the role of the meridian. So 12 meridians we have, lung meridian, and this dryness and everything we will discuss later. But name of 12 meridians is lung meridian, large intestine meridian, stomach meridian, spleen and pancreas. Here you change this, spleen and pancreas together. This meridian is spleen and pancreas meridian, not alone spleen. Spleen together with pancreas, not hormonal pancreas, digestive pancreas. Pancreas has two components. One is digestive part of pancreas, one is endocrine. Endocrine is not this. Digestive pancreas, spleen and pancreas meridian. Then heart meridian, small intestine meridian, bladder meridian, kidney meridian, brain meridian. Brain meridian in traditional Chinese meridian, it is called pericardium meridian. But we are not using the word of pericardium. Even Professor Paju clearly explained this name pericardium is the mistake of translation at that time, and this mistake is still continuing. Actually, pericardium is the covering around the heart. So for heart we have already a meridian. So why we need another meridian for heart? So definitely when we think our body, only they miss one organ in the body in the treatment, brain. So it is brain meridian actually. This is brain meridian. He has a full philosophical and theoretical explanation of this, which is not our subject matter. It is called, we will always call it brain meridian. Then spinal cord meridian. Spinal cord meridian. Again they call it triple Varma. Because why they didn't assign any name? Because they missed the brain. So they cannot make any pair. So here also again they give another meridian name. But triple Varma meridian is also quite symbolic. Why triple Varma? This is the only organ in the body which is running all the three parts: head, chest, abdomen. Spinal cord. Spinal cord is passing through all the three areas. So therefore triple Varma looks a suitable name, but for us it is spine. Spinal cord meridian. So spinal cord meridian, gallbladder meridian, and liver meridian. This is 12 meridians. Then this is we will discuss later. This meridian which are flowing in the body, those meridians which are flowing in the body, we are finding their projection where? In the hand. Because our system is Sujok system. We are not treating the meridian in the body. We are treating all this meridian where? On the hand or at the most on the feet. But feet is also not very convenient as far as meridian is concerned. Yes, for spinal system we are using feet also. But for meridian, because finger toes, they are very small and not properly formed. So therefore finding the meridian lines on finger toes, these toes, small toes, very difficult. But in necessity we can use it. That means projection of the meridians, projection of the body meridians, corporal meridians in the hand, they are called Buell meridians. We are using the word Buell. What word we are using? Buell meridians. Buell means what? Miniature. Special, small. What is the meaning of Buell? Special, small, miniature. That means miniature form of the meridian. This is the real actual meridian in the body. There. But when we are looking their picture here, their image here, projection, this projection is called Buell meridian. This is called Buell meridian. Or this Buell meridian, actually we call it, real term is short Buell meridian. But in day-to-day language we call it Buell meridian. But also we call it short Buell meridian or Buell meridian. Now in Sujok we have our own vocabulary. I told you we have our own vocabulary, and all these meridian, 12 meridians, we know, we assign alphabet names. We are not using this vocabulary, lungs and large intestine, no. So we are using which name? Alphabetical, and later I will show the importance. It is not like that unnecessarily something has been changed. Everything. Even we change to and a. Great philosophy behind it. Here also some reason behind it. Why we change to this vocabulary. So our vocabulary is this, the pure meridians of lung. Lung meridian we call it A. Lung meridian is A. Large intestine meridian is B. And stomach meridian is C. And then spleen and pancreas. Here, meridian of spleen and pancreas. Here pancreas also. Spleen and pancreas is D. Heart meridian is E. Small intestine is F. Urinary bladder is G. Kidney meridian is H. Then brain meridian is I. Spinal cord is J. Then gallbladder is K. And liver is L. So one of today's your homework. You are given always homework. Like in the first level you know. You always given homework to do something. So today's homework is that to memorize all these alphabetical name. Alphabetical name. So we will make some practice also in the class also, but you have to do little bit some homework also. So by the time tomorrow we all remember, because I will ask lung meridian what? That you should say A like this. So A, B, C, D, we have A to L name of the meridians. Next, understanding the meridians. Understanding the meridian. What do you think about the meridian understanding first of all? First of all, what is the meridian? First we will understand what is the meridians. What is the meridian? Meridians are the channels of energy. Channels, roots. We call it roots. Roots of energy, specified channels or roots of the energy through which energy is being exchanged between body and the environment. By these channels, these meridians are receiving the energy from the environment, and through these roots or channels, the energy is being circulated and being provided to the respective areas in the body. So these roots or these channels are called the meridians. So how it looks meridians? Meridians are the linear form. In which form? Linear form. So you can see these meridians and all these pictures are available. Just view it. This is all these meridians you can see in this picture. Yin side meridian, yang side meridian. On each meridian we have a special point for the treatment. This is the method of classical acupuncture treatment method. When we are using these special points of the meridian for the purpose of the treatment. Classical method. Now all this meridian, this picture you can find in the your notebook also. These are the lines of the meridian, and you can find these names and everything in your notebook. Just I am showing this is the lines of meridian. Like the stomach meridian is going in this way, in this direction. Gallbladder meridian is going in this direction. Large intestine meridian, conception vessel meridian, liver meridian. This meridian you can go through by your picture. Again you will find this meridian in this form in the body. Solid lines is yin meridian and dotted line are the yang meridians. Two important things about the meridian. Two. What do you think about the meridian? What is your understanding about the meridians? I told you meridians are flowing on the body. First of all, they are flowing on the superficial layer of the body. They are on the upper layers of the body, not deep inside. Superficial layers of the body. So, what is your opinion about the meridian? Liver meridian. It should be on the right side or left side?
Right. Both.
And what about the heart?
Both.
Yes. So you have to understand two important aspects of the meridian. All these 12 meridians, they are bilateral. They are bilateral. That means they exist on both surfaces of the body. That means right side of the body and same mirror image on the left side of the body. So actually we have 24 meridians. How many? 24. Because each meridian is 2. Each meridian is 2. We have 24 meridians. We have 24 meridians. Yes. That means important points about the meridians. All 12 meridians are symmetrical. They exist on both halves of the body, symmetrically like a mirror image, providing energy circulation to the respective side. That means role of right side of meridian is to provide energy to the right side of the body. The role of the left side of the meridian is to provide the energy to the left side of the body. Even organ can be one in the body. Like liver is only one organ, but liver meridian will be two. Heart can be one, but heart meridian will be two. So all these 12 meridians are symmetrical or bilateral, both sides. These 12 meridians are paired. Now another important thing. These 12 meridians are paired meridians. What does it mean by paired meridian? See, 6 meridians are yin, 6 meridians are yang. Each yin meridian has a permanent pair with a yang meridian, like husband and wife. This type of relationship they have, husband and wife relationship. And this is very precious in the understanding when we are discussing about the diagnosis. Pair understanding. So therefore, in the vocabulary of yin, yin is female, yang is male. That means yang is husband, yin is wife. So one meridian is husband meridian, another meridian is wife meridian. So these 12 meridians are paired meridian. That means they make 6 pairs. They make 6 pairs. Same, meridians are also long channel relationship. So this we will discuss later. There is another relationship between the meridians which is called brother-sister relationship. What it is called? Brother-sister relationship, which I will discuss later before we were discussing this meridian. So this 12 meridians. These 12 meridians. These 12 total meridians are divided in yin and yang group of meridians. So these are the 6 yin meridians. Yin means meridians, 6. Total how many paired meridians? Paired meridians are 12. Out of which how many? 6 are yin and 6 are yang. And this has been explained in the pair relationship. That means lung meridian has pair relationship with large intestine. Brain meridian has pair with the spinal cord. Heart meridian is paired with small intestine. And so on. So which are the 6 yin meridian? Lung meridian, brain meridian, heart meridian, spleen meridian, liver meridian, kidney meridian. They are yin meridians. What is the 6 yang meridian? Large intestine meridian, spinal cord meridian, small intestine meridian, stomach meridian, gallbladder meridian, and urinary bladder meridian. 6 yang meridian, 6 yin meridian, and 6 yang meridian. 12 meridians. Now, these are the 6 yin meridian and the 6 yang meridian. What is yin meridian? Why we call it yin meridian actually? Why these meridians are called yin meridian?
Not visible outside. That's inside the body.
Why we call these meridian yin meridian? No, both meridians, it is not. Both meridians are like same level. But some meridians are, 6 are called yin, 6 are called yang. Because these meridians are supplying energy to yin organs of the body. Number 1. And also, number 2, mostly, not all, mostly they are flowing on the yin surfaces of the body. Where they are flowing? On the yin surface of the body. Mostly they are covering the yin surfaces of the body. For example, AIE means lung meridian. So lung meridian in the body is where? In the yin surface. Brain meridian is where? In the yin surface. Heart meridian is where? Yin surface. So they are supplying the energy to the yin organs of the body as well as yang. So what is yin organ? What is yang organ? How do you identify?
Kidney will be solid or hollow.
Yes. Traditional Chinese medicine they have a definition. Solid organs are yin, hollow organs are yang. Like small intestine hollow, large intestine hollow, urinary bladder hollow. All these organs which are hollow inside, they say yang. And solid organ they say yin. But what about lungs? Hollow or solid?
Solid state. Solid is neither solid nor hollow.
Actually hollow. It is shake, like a shake. It is not full shake. Filled up. It is not filled up shake. It can be empty, full, both. That's why it is hollow actually. So when we discuss something with the people who have this understanding of whole and discuss it, then they can have a lot of try to explain lot of logic, but again unconvincing. Say they this bronchia filled inside and this another air filled inside, not convincing. We have another convincing definition. What is yin? Actually, yin means regular. Because we have to be very understanding about the yin and yang. There later I will explain about something more about. Now at this stage, what is the qualities of the yin? Main characteristic of the yin. What is yin? First is regular, continuous, uninterrupted, continuous, regular and continuous, uninterrupted. That means continuities. What is another criteria of yin is long term. Because they are regular, so they tend to be in the long term. Long term. Yin means long term.
Not change.
Long term. Yes. Yin regular, continuous, long term. Then predictable. Because they have some rhythm. Rhythmical. Predictable. Yin is also predictable. Regular, long term, predictable. And it is strength wise, it is weak force, weak, dull. We call it dull or weak manifestation. All this vocabulary we will later be using in the diagnosis of the disease. So we call it dull or weak manifestation. That means they express itself by not a very strong power, but a weak power. So this is qualities of the yin, characteristic of yin. What is yang? Opposite. What is yang? Irregular. First of all, irregular. Irregular means what? Time to time. Time to time. Intermittently. They are not doing regularly, continuously. Intermittently, time to time. Then, in nature, they are short term. Yin is long term. This is short term. Short term in the past as well as short term in future. They are also long term in the past and long term in the future. That means having long history and will stay for longer period of time. This is. Then another is unpredictable. Unpredictable. Yang is unpredictable. And then strong manifestation. This is weak manifestation. This is strong manifestation. Yang is strong manifestation. This is the main characteristics. This is same. Our homo. Homo means the same, not changing. Homo means what? Not changing. This is regular, continuous, not changing. Hetero is what? Changing. Change bearing force. So hetero is regular, irregular, unpredictable, changeable, changing. So this is our homo and hetero vocabulary. We close this window. ये AC का close कर दो. When we close, reflection comes. Because of this voice of the AC. Voice. But we will put some bed sheet in the break here, so that the reflection does not come. We put here some bed sheet. So this is our definition of yin and yang. See, we are using yin and yang only starting. Ultimately, we have our own philosophy, which is called triangle philosophy. And we have equivalent of yin is homo. Equivalent to yang is hetero force. Homo force, hetero force. Yin force, yang force. So now we have a clear understanding about the meridian, organs. Those organs which are working regularly, continuously from birth to death, non-stop, they are here. Those organs which are working, because our definition is yin is regular, yang is time to time. Those organs which are working regularly, non-stop, from birth to death, they are yin organs. Now you compare. All these are working continuously, regularly. Yin. And those organs which work time to time. Stomach working only when food is inside. Urinary bladder is working when urine is inside. This is yang. So this is, we have more perfect understanding about the yin and yang. So this is yin meridian and yang meridian, 6 yin meridian, 6 yang meridians. Now, how these yin and yang energies are working? This Chinese concept is what? Everything is this universe is governed by the yin and yang forces. What they say? Everything is this universe is governed by yin and yang forces. And actually, we are floating in the ocean of the energy. We are floating in the ocean of energy. So we are all surrounded by energies. We are in the energy, ocean of energy. So these two types of energy, how to understand these two types of energy, how they are circulating, in the nature. So I am giving very easy way of understanding. Yin energy is coming from the earth. Yin energy is coming from the earth and moving towards heaven or sky. So what is the circulation of yin energy? Earth to heaven. This is the circulation. Earth to heaven. You can see this picture also. Yin energy going up. Yin energy, earth to heaven, like this. The circulation of yin energy is earth to heaven. And yang energy circulation is what? Opposite. Coming from the heaven, going down, coming down and entering the earth. So this is the circulation of energy in the nature. Circulation of energy in the nature. But what about our body? What about our body? So in our body, this circulation of energy, because by earth are connected our legs. By earth, what is connected? Our legs. So in the human body, yin energy is entering through the legs and moving up through the yin surface of the legs. Because yin energy is having its territory on the yin areas. Yang energy is having its territory on the yang areas and surfaces of the body. So yin energy coming from the earth, entering the body from the legs, moving up through the yin surface of the legs, providing the supply to the respective areas and organs of the body, and finally exit the body from the yin surface of the arms. Clear or not clear? That means entering from the leg, exiting from the arms. This is the circulation of the yin energy in the body. Yin energy entering from the leg, but from the yin surface, exiting, leaving the body from the arm. See the body in this picture. This picture. That means yin energy entering the legs, circulating in the body, and finally going out of the body from the yang surface of the arms. So this circulation we call it leg to arm. What we say? Yin energy. You write down in your notebook, yin energy first, earth to heaven. Yang energy, heaven to earth. And then this is in the nature. This is the rule of the nature. Now the same rule for our body. What is the rule for our body? Yin energy from leg to arm. Yin energy in the body is circulating from leg to arm. Because this we will be using in the treatment. So this direction is necessary to learn. So what is the direction? So entry from the leg and leaving from the arm. So it is, we call it leg to arm. Clear? Yang energy opposite. Yang energy coming from the heaven and entering the body from the yang surface of the hands, arms. Yang surface of the head. And then moving down, providing circulation, energy to the respective area and organ of the body, and exit or leave the body from the yang surface of the legs. From the yang surface of the legs. Entering from arm, leaving from the legs, opposite. So we call it arm to leg. What is the circulation? We call it arm to leg. What is the yin? Leg to arm. What is yang? Arm to leg. Clear? So therefore, see, in correspondence system, these two fingers. This is what? Finger, arm. What is this? Sorry. What is this? Leg. What is this? Arm. Leg, arm. Clear or not clear? In this correspondence system we have leg. We have arm. So therefore, yin energy circulation will be what type of circulation? Everybody will do with me. Everybody will do like this. Everybody will do, put your left hand and we will recite in the by mouth, so that it becomes our habit, thinking. So see, in the primary education, everything we learn by cramming. So finally, still we know ABCD. How long we learn, but still we know, because we learn like this. So we say, yin energy, leg to arm, move everybody leg to arm. So I think that you are doing clearly. Just showing towards me. Yes, yin energy, leg to arm, leg, no. Just copy me, you should copy me, how I am doing. Leg to arm, copy me. Leg to arm, you are doing opposite. I am asking leg to arm, you are doing arm to leg. Leg to arm, 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 leg to arm. You are doing wrong. Leg to arm. Start here. Leg to arm, leg to arm, leg to arm, like this. Leg to arm, leg to arm. This is yin energy. Yang energy is, then do opposite. Yang energy, arm. Then hold like this. Hold, because leg is like this. So here we are doing like this. Then hold. Arm to leg. Arm to leg. Arm to leg. Repeat your mind in the word. Arm to leg. 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 If you have learned this, then half of the treatment you learn. Because in the treatment, we need only direction of the energy. When we know the direction of the energy, we know the method how to stop this flow, how to reduce this flow, or how to increase the flow. To increase the flow or to reduce the flow, first what I need to know? Direction of the flow first. First I need to know the direction of the flow. Then only, for example, there is a stream of water. So I want to increase or reduce. First what I need to know? In which direction it is flowing. Then I can place some opposite force to reduce, or the same force to increase. So direction, knowing the direction is the most important. Clear or not clear?
Yes.
Then, now we have 12 meridians. 12 meridians, and these 12 meridians I am giving a different classification by the name of arm meridian, leg meridian. What I am giving? Arm meridian. So we will put arm meridian in the arm, leg meridian in the leg. So this 12 meridian, earlier I have classified 6 yin, 6 yang. Clear? 6 yin, 6 yang, and they are paired. So I am modifying this classification for your understanding and to make you ready for the treatment. Make you ready for the treatment. So this classification, you just see this classification, another way of presentation of meridian. 12 meridians, another presentation. 12 meridians. Out of 12 meridians, 6 meridians are arm meridians. 6 meridians are arm meridians. Why we call it arm meridians? Because they are flowing mostly on the arm. Major part of these meridians are flowing where? On the arms. So we call it arm meridians. 6 meridians are arm meridians. And 6 meridians are leg meridians. Out of 12, 6 are leg, 6 are arm. Why we call it leg meridians? Because most part of these meridians are flowing on the legs. So these 6 are leg meridians, 6 are arm meridians. Clear? Now out of 6, 3 are yin, 3 are yang. Out of 6, 3 are yin meridians and 3 are the yang meridians. So in the arm, what are 3 yin meridians? Lung meridian means A. Brain meridians means I. Heart meridian means E. This is yin meridians. Yin meridian on the arm. That means here in the body. That means AIE means lung, brain, heart. Where they flow in the body? Here. Yin surface of the arm. Then yang surface of the arm. Large intestine, spinal cord, small intestine means BJF. Where they flow? BJF. Clear? Then we have 6 leg meridians. Out of these 6 are yin meridian. Sorry, 3 are yin. Which yin meridian? Spleen meridian. Spleen and pancreas again. Then liver meridian, kidney meridian. They are flowing on the yin surface of the leg. Then yang, 3 yang, stomach meridian, gallbladder meridian, urinary bladder meridian. They are yang. So 12 meridians, they become 6. That what does it mean? That means 6 meridians are on this finger. Because this is R. Out of this, 3 are on the yin. Which 3? A, I, E. Which 3? A, I, E. And 3 are on the yang. Which 3? B, J, F. B, J. Then here, 3 meridians are in yin. Which 3? B and H. 3 back. Which 3? C, K, G. That means apart from 12 names, that means alphabetical name. A for lung, B for large intestine, C for stomach, D spleen, pancreas. Apart from this, your another task is to memorize 4 phrases. What is 4 phrases? A, I, E. 1. A, I, E. D, L, H. B, J, F. C, K, G. How many? 4. A, I, E. D, L, H. B, J, F. C, K, G. 4 phrases you have to remember. Only that much. Only that much you have to do little bit work. Otherwise nothing. That means what? Again we will repeat. A, I, E. A, I, E. D, L, H. These are yin. These are what? Yin. Again. Do this finger here. A, I, E. A, I, E. A, I, E. D, L, H. D, L, H. B, J, F. B, J, F. This finger B, J, F. B, J, F. B, J, F. This finger. Sorry, you are right. Yeah. B, J, F. B, J, F. C, K, G. C, K, G. C, K, G. Only this. Then alphabetical ones. A for lung. A for A for B for C for C for C for D for spleen and pancreas. D for D for D for E for heart. E for E for E for F for F for F for G for G for G for urinary bladder. G for G for H for H for H for I for I for I for J for J for J for K for K for L for L for L for N for N for M for berry. Okay, tea break. We have tea break.